Hey guys, today we're at the Home Depot and we're going to build a 12 by 24 shed. This one is going to be a little bit different. We're not going to build everything at the customer's house. Instead, we're going to build it at my place. We're going to make all the walls, cut everything to size, and have it ready to transport. The reason we're doing this is because the customer's house is a bit far, so we're trying to get it done in one day instead of having to go back and forth and take 2 days. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is build the walls. First, we're starting off with the longer walls, the 24-foot ones. On this one, the customer asked if we could install a house wrap. That's no problem for us. So right now, we're applying the house wrap under the siding. On these 24-foot walls, we're not going to be able to load them up just completely like that onto the trailer. So we're going to split them in 2 parts, 12 and 12. We did that by not nailing everything together in the middle, but instead adding a piece of 2x4 and screwing it on. And then at the end, once everything's ready, we're going to unscrew them and then separate them. On this shed, it's just going to be a double door, no windows, leveled on 4-inch blocks with 30-year shingles. If you're going to be building a shed, I really do recommend getting a canopy. We got this one at Academy. It was only $50. Totally recommend, guys. 10 out of 10. Okay, so now I'm building the 12-foot walls. While I'm doing all this, my friend is cutting out the plywood, making it to size. He had already cut out the rafters for me so I can assemble them. Some of you were asking how we make them. To figure out the measurements for the rafters, I recommend getting a construction calculator like this one right here. First, you get the span, which is the building width. In this case, it's 12. So half of 12 is 6, and then in the calculator, you put 6 feet, and then you put run, and then you put 4-inch pitch, which is the roof pitch we're giving it. You get 6 feet and 4 inches. And as you guys saw, I just nailed them together with 2 pieces of plywood. So we already finished everything. We already loaded up. We make sure everything's really strapped on. Nothing's gonna fall off. Okay guys, so now it's day 2 and we are on our way to the customer's house. Now we unload everything off and this is where the shed's gonna go. The first thing we're gonna start off is the floor. The 2x6s, we spread them out and I nail them at every single 2 feet. The nails that we use are the 3-inch galvanized nails. Galvanized means that they won't rust. Okay, now that everything's nailed, we're gonna square it and then we're gonna level it on the 4-inch blocks. Once it's leveled all around, we can start putting in blocks in the middle. It's a good thing we had the canopy because we took a lot of breaks on this one, guys. So now we're putting on the plywood. This is the TNG subfloor OSB plywood. TNG stands for tongue and groove. Totally recommend this one because they leave no gaps when they're clicked together. Now we're gonna pick up the walls. My friend's painting them. That's the first one. And here's the second one with part of the door. It really did help making the walls at my place. It made the process a lot faster. We will most likely be doing this in the future, but only on bigger rooms though. So now we're on the back walls, picking up both of them. And this is how it looks. Now we just need one more wall. Now that that wall is nailed, we can nail on the top plates. Top plates are important because they help strap the walls together. We had already marked every single 2 feet. Now we're gonna pick up the rafters. I know I didn't show it, but we did put a collar tie on these rafters because the span is 12 feet. So this is how it looks like with the plywood on. And we already put the felt paper on too. It's important that you put a felt paper on your shed because it acts as an extra barrier against water. And this is how the inside looks. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how I make the doors. I had already cut everything to size, and then I put it on 2x4s, nail it together, and then I put pieces of plywood on them, and then I'm adding house wrap, and then siding. Now I can take them outside and paint them. While they're drying, I'm cutting up the trim. The trim we use is the Smart Side trim. You can get a cheaper option, which is the treated trim, but I recommend this one because it's the same material as the walls. Okay, so now I'm screwing on the hinges. And now we're gonna install the doors. While I was doing all this, my friend already put the shingles on. The only things left to do were to add the remaining trim, build the ramp, and then add the 2 shelves. I was able to get this cool transition of the sky. Check it out, guys, right there. So this is the finished shed. 12 by 24 with double door, ramp, 2 shelves, leveled on 4-inch blocks with 30-year shingles, and a house wrap. If any of you are from South Texas and you're interested in a shed, just message me and I'll give you a really good quote. Thanks for watching my video, guys. Have a great day.